Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the show. There you go. I was gonna say, sit up, man. Maybe join the crowd. Welcome to 12 Old News. I'm your host, Dean.
I'm Fernando.
And well, you know what? Before we get into this news, Fernando, what is the weather like today?
Today it's 80. The high is going to be 80. The low is going to be 80. No, the low is going to be 78. So
It was funny when I got in this morning. The showroom or the front room there said it was 94, and I was like,
really?
I don't think it was 94. Springfield, Massachusetts, not to be confused with the other Springfield, talking about the one where the Simpsons live, not the one where they're eating pets, apparently.
So where
hardcore
pets?
Springfield.
Huh?
Yeah, not Massachusetts, though. I think it's like Ohio or something.
No.
Sure, I don't know. It's fiction land. It could be Springfield, with Bart Simpson. Anyways, 57 with a high of 85. Still, checking in at San Diego, 61 with a high of 76. 76. It was a fix because it's finally relief.
Yeah.
I know, right? Good morning from Montreal. Hey. East Tennessee checking in at 64 with a high of 83. Good morning.
Good morning.
South Carolina, 67 degrees and rainy. If you're in Alabama, check in. Let us know what the weather's like there, because we're gonna be there in a month.
What's that mean? It's in a month, bro.
I know. I was just curious.
It's not gonna change.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Of course, it's gonna change.
I was gonna say, you literally just said it's not gonna change. I'm thinking it's gonna change. Anyways, North Carolina, 67 with a high of 77. 67 with a high of 93 in Fort Worth, the great state of Fort Worth,
Texas,
which is kind of weird. But anyways, good morning from York, PA.
Yeah.
Hey, rainy in Lexington. Oh, really? It happens. Good morning, gents. 58 with a high of 67 in the Pacific Northwest,
nice.
Starting under 600-yard pour.
Oh my!
Every Friday until December. Are you guys building like a Amazon warehouse? I mean, holy crap! That's great. I mean, somebody's getting a lot of concrete. South Carolina checking in 67 with a high of 78. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Hello from Detroit.
Hey.
High of 79 and sunny. The final kicks of summer. It's September, right around the corner, guys. October. And the dreary time. Good morning. I'm sure, I feel, though, that, Amy.
Good morning.
Checking in. It's 78 with a high of 81.
Connecticut.
And, hey, just saying that if this news show, we get our news from CEO. I got to do this.
Right here.
Anyways, if you'd like to know more about the stories we're getting ready to just blow on to you, you're just going to get overwhelmed with 12 Old News. If you'd like to know more about the stories or some of the stories we don't report because we just don't like. No, we do. We're just irrelevant. Anyways, head over to CE Outlook. Links are always in the description. Thank you, Amy, for doing a great job so that we can take your content and do even more fun with it. Sounds worse when I say it like that. Anyways. Going to be 86 and sunny in South Carolina. That sounds great. 72 and clear. Can you believe it? No, not in Houston.
Wow.
I mean, that's like the sun. You guys are, that is a lot of concrete. It is. 1,000 yards to our, oh, wow. Okay. 1,000 yards, dang. Always sunny. Do you remember Pine Knob? Actually, yes, I do.
What is that?
It was a, I want to say it was like a ski thing.
Ski?
Yeah, in Michigan. I never got to go because I was way too young. Car gift checking in. Hi, how are you? From Portugal. 72 in Alabama. Oh, thanks for checking in, Mary Lou. I mean, opening the phone and just going and looking and taking all the fun out of just opening your door and experiencing the joy that is weather.
Checking in.
It's just that. But thank you for at least looking for me. She texted me the other day and she goes, "Did Chris leave those tweeters with you?" And I go, "No." And she goes, "Tell him he sucks."
Wow.
And I said, "Okay. We'll do.
Wow.
It's okay."
Chris, if you're listening.
He's not. He's on our
Yes,
coast, so well, he might be flying back today.
Right.
I would hope so. Anyways, we got news for you. Oh, the concert venue. Yes, you're right. I left Michigan when I was young, thank God. But yes, I do. It was one of the things that all the cool kids would talk about. I was not a cool kid. My dad was a cop. Twin Pines, Alabama is stormy with a high of 80. Thank you. Hopefully that'll be gone. I mean, I feel weather changes every 10 minutes, so it'll be fantastic. On vacation, visiting grandkids. There, very nice, very nice. Morning, guys. 56 here in Modesto. High of 94. Nice seeing Chris on the show. Very cool. Well, thanks, Scott. And we had a great time having him on. Honestly, it's been a long time since we've had him on the show. He's really excited about where he's at right now, which is understandable. A lot of people like the Zapco stuff. The speakers are pretty exciting. So, it'll be neat. For those of you that don't know what we're talking about, Wednesday night, we did a live show with our good friend Chris Bennett.
Correct.
On to talk about the new companies he's working with, which is Zapco and EBS Audio. If you haven't checked it out, definitely check it out. It was a hands-on show where we got to see some of the products, touchy-feely. It was a lot of fun. So let us know if you like shows like that, by the way, because we know you guys don't like having guests on Monday and Saturday shows. Like that bothers you unless it's like Jeff Smith doing Jeff Smithy things, but and sometimes Brian. But like middle of the week like that, doing those kind of shows, I think you guys are okay with that. But let us know what you think. That's always nice. But let's get to the news because we got some good stuff we want to talk about here. No shortage of new product. Well, okay, there is a shortage of new product. SEMA's right around the corner. So some product, we talked about this yesterday. There are some new products that are going to be announced at SEMA. I don't know the extent of it. There are so many products right now in the pipeline. It's just a matter of when are these guys going to drop them. But not everyone can wait. So let's head over to, I guess it would help if I actually queued them up. There we go. This one is an interesting one. So Hertz Motorcycle Kits has advanced A to B bypass. So just like our fun F-150s and Fords using A to B technology, we've explained to you that it's a bus system, which means it's not universal, meaning not all A to B is A to B. So it's just a communication pipeline, and you can put whatever fun code you want in there. It's just a matter of being able to read it. This is interesting because so Hertz signed a deal with a shop, more or less, big shop. They mail order and do all kinds of fun stuff like that. So it's like a Crutchfield for motorcycles, I guess it'd be. Ooh. And they, in turn, the shop or the retailer paid another company to build this interface, which I'm assuming Hertz probably provided some money in order to do it. The long and short of this is this product exists, which everyone is really in the motorcycle community has been waiting for, only to find out that it is only going to work with the Hertz stuff. So you can only buy it. And there's a lot of sticky things, like if you're a retailer and you want to buy this, because you can buy it from Hertz, but you have to, like, Hertz isn't shipping it out of their place. They're from the sounds of it, the retailer is going to ship it to you, but you have to submit proof that you've it's really weird. The whole situation is very strange. It's awesome that they got the piece, but it just seems like getting the piece out is kind of weird how it's going down. And I also have to think that, like, you want to sell as many of these as possible.
Right.
So, and I get Hertz wants to sell as much motorcycle stuff as possible. I just don't know how this is going to go. Basically, what I see happening is somebody's just going to buy this and copy it and be like, sue me, because it's just, these guys act like this is a gold mine. So it only seems to make the most sense. I vote to boycott motorcycle news. And I'm with you on that. To me, this is like, I was more thinking of this story as that would be like, we have to deal with these Amp Pros and stuff like that. And there's certain Amp Pros we don't have and we wish we did. And it's like, okay, so is it going to get to the point to where retailers or bigger retailers like Car Toys or Cartoons or Mesa Group privately fund these things to be made on their own? You know what I mean? So it's like we need a GM interface, and these guys aren't doing it. So,
see, like Marty.
Yeah. So like we're working on a universal solution here at Cicada, and that's my point. I mean, so are we just gonna? Is it gonna get to the point to where like Metra, Pack, and iData are just taking too long, and we're just going to come out with our own?
I mean, why not?
Yeah, and I agree, Greg. And that was more of the story. I'm with you. I'm not a big motorcycle guy. I don't really care about this genre like most of you don't. I just feel it's one of these things because it's a bigger conversation to be had. It's a bigger conversation. And speaking of things that we really don't care too much about, but some of you will, MB Court introduces new Polaris roof. Yay! So if you have a Polaris and you like a cool light show and radios and amplifiers mounted in the top of it, making it top heavy, then MB Quartz has got your back, bro. Pretty exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Other new product news. Okay, so this is a big deal.
That's a big screen.
It is a big screen. So Jensen is really the first. Okay, when I say the first, I mean car audio side, because we were talking about motorcycles, and one of the more inexpensive radios has an RR built into it, which is cool. But Jensen is the first, and what we call like the third tier product that is announcing iData interfacing, which is the future, guys. Some form of this is the future, whether it be right now iData is at the forefront of it. Pack is trying, but they're so concentrated on the Stinger radio, which I still think was a bad idea on their part to not put iData compatibility in the we'll just call it the 10 series radio, because now there's two of them. Mm-hmm. I still to this day feel they should have done it. They should have RR compatibility. I understand, like you, that they have their own platform and they're building their own things, but like I can't put that car in my Mustang,
right?
That radio in my Mustang, because it doesn't have iData support and they don't make an interface. So they're willing to say, yeah, you know what, that's okay. These 10 kits are you know, and it's like, well,
they want to control the whole ship. So
yeah, it doesn't make any sense. But Jensen, on the other hand, has said, no, we understand. I'd be curious. One of the things that you have to keep in mind is when you do become Maestro compatible, they give you a very basic foundation in which to design the graphics for, so that you can have gauges and backup sensors and all that fun stuff. Good morning, Brad.
Good morning.
How are you? Anyways, so, you know, Sony does a very basic job of it. Pioneer does a very basic job of it. JVC Kenwood puts the most effort into it. Alpine is getting better at it. Looking at this, it looks like you're going to get a very basic gauge cluster pack and car interfacing, which is understandable because like the retail price on these radios is substantially lower than you would expect. But this is the first of those radios that are iData compatible.
Yeah.
And speaking of iData compatibility, I got a call this week. We are going to get a visit from Boss. So
the boss is coming?
The boss is coming.
There you go.
And I believe it is going to be...
The boss is coming.
Thursday, October 10th. You've heard it here first. Thursday, October 10th. We'll have Boss. And I believe it's going to be a live show. So they're going to come in late and we're going to talk about all the new things from Boss. So
exciting.
Yeah, that will be exciting. So yeah, we'll have October 10th. Mark your calendar now. I'm sure we'll talk about it way more. So basically on the 10th, we'll have Boss here. We'll do a live show. We'll go home, pack. You'll pick me up Friday morning, and we'll start our fantastic journey to World Finals in Alabama. So if any of you are in Alabama and would like to come by and see us Saturday, we will be at the Iasca World Championship.
Yeah.
Walking around all day. All day we will be there. If you find Brian, which is just look for the two dogs, chances are good we'll be somewhere in that Although I know he might be judging. Who knows? But we'll be there with our good friend Chris Vera. High Five Vega might show up.
Very nice.
I talked to him last night. He's thinking about taking the day off. So he'll be easy to spot because he's like 6'2", 6'3". So, yeah. And we'll, it'll be like high five, me, you, Chris. We'll just basically mull over everyone as we're walking through. So, yeah, it'll be good.
I'm excited. That's nice.
It will be fantastic. Does Jensen pass Boss, or will the Palms boss have the future still keep them in the same circle as Jensen? Ron, that is a fantastic question. And I don't really have a good answer from it. Hi from Germany. But Boss does have plans. This is for sure. They have a lot of plans that we're not privy to. We know some things. Like we know that there's big secrets going on that they couldn't tell us about. We know who they've been meeting with because, well, people talk. We know a lot of little things, but nothing that we can be like, yay. So on the 10th, we'll find out, which is pretty exciting. So at least we'll find out what they're going to tell us. So it'll be, I think they already have a 14-inch radio.
Yeah, they do.
I was going to say, I think they already have a 14-inch radio. So it's like gigantic.
I was going to say, are they going to bring it?
I don't know what they're bringing. I don't know. I literally got the call. You know how it goes. Hey, man, we're going to be in town. Can we come see you? Sure. You want to do a show? Oh, I'd love to do a show. Okay, cool. Let's do a show. Moving on. So we all know that Orion is back in the game. Okay, kind of. So I found this intriguing. Yesterday, this popped up, obviously, in the news. Inventory swap offered by Orion. So what this is, for those of you that are consumers, is every now and then a manufacturer will want your business so bad, they will buy your inventory. Okay? Which is, back when this used to happen more prevalently, there was no eBay and there was no internet. So, this stuff didn't just end up flooding the market. So they've put together this program that, if you're selling products and you have valid receipts for product you've purchased, and I'm sure there's like how old it is and whatnot, you can ship them your equipment. Key, you're paying for them, you ship it, and they will inventory it and give you credit towards purchasing Orion products. Okay. Which is cool. Like, this is an aggressive move for sure. Yeah. So I was like, hey, you know what? This whole with the NT amplifier and all this nonsense going on over the last couple months. Yeah. I had like 20 minutes last night. I was like, I'm going to dig into this because I really want to find out like how because all the news has been about the NT amplifier that doesn't exist. It doesn't exist yet. Okay. And so venturing over to their website, they have the XTR line of product. They have the old HCCA line of products, which are fine products. There's no knock on these. You go to the NT amplifier. The pictures they have on the website are of the original 30-year-old amplifier or 25-year-old amplifier. No, we don't. I think we have some Cobalt stuff that we've acquired over the years, but I don't know. This falls in the category of things that just kind of shows up and we go, oh, didn't know we had that. Right. So I have seen Orion stuff in the stock room and gone, where did this come from? Yeah. Okay. I mean, keep in mind, there's a lot of stuff like that back there that I just go, where did that come from? I mean, we have some, yeah. Anyways, so the for one, they didn't even make a prototype. Like they didn't have they didn't have to make the wherewithal to make an actual prototype version of the amplifier. They didn't pay someone to do an engineering rendering of the amplifier. Okay. They literally just took the 25, 30-year-old amplifier, took a bunch of pictures of it and put it up on the website. To me, that is classless, okay? Because it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make You're telling me that you're going to come out with this amplifier and we can't even get like a mock-up of the real
what's going to look like.
We know for sure it's not going to have the old Orion 15-volt plug on the backside of it. They're not going to use those crappy connectors it had. Give us an updated version of it. I was kind of disappointed because I was like, dude, and it's like, the silk screening is wore off of the amplifier because it's, 30 years old. So it's like, okay. And then there's a video of it. And I was like, okay. And the video is terrible, straight terrible. It is worse than an infomercial for weight loss. If you want to learn about weight loss, today we're going to talk to you about weight loss. I'm going to tell you shortly a few things about weight loss that you want to know. And if you stay tuned, I'm going to tell you more about that. And before we get to what I'm going to tell you, let me talk about this useless piece of information. Oh, and did I mention we're going to talk to you about this? Coming up soon, we're going to mention this. That's the whole video. It sucks. I'm like, did anybody watch this and realize that he says the same thing like 3 times and never actually gives us any information? It's utterly pointless. Now, with that being said, they have some really cool looking amplifiers. They're pretty big. I don't care for the red with black ends. I think that's ugly.
Okay.
I like the XTR amplifiers, but they do make a giant 4,000 watt, which totally was like, ooh, I want one of those.
Yeah, put it under your seat.
Yeah, I mean, why would you want to change I don't even know where they found this car. I'm assuming it's been sitting in somebody's garage forever, or they just found some old clip art. Either way, I don't know. I just, to me, great on them. I think if they're going to come out with both guns blaring right now, I think we have way too much vaporware to get anybody excited about this. Because, reality is this product is the same product that they've been making, even though a new company is supposedly up in there. And don't get me wrong, I understand how long it takes to develop a product. I was just hoping that we would start to see some more of that, hey, yeah, it is what it is. And in sadder news, this is honestly kind of a sad one. Pioneer legend passes. This is our good friend Harry Kroll from Pioneer. He was the national sales trainer forever. Mm-hmm. He was a good friend of the store, knew Paul, knew us, been to dozens of his trainings over the last several years of my career. Really fun guy, had a great way of pitching the product and making everything sound exciting and cool. He has been doing it, obviously, for the last couple of years because he's been going through some health issues and he's lost the battle with those health issues. He passed away this week at the age of 59, which scares the shit out of me because he's like right around the corner. But no, he will be missed. He was a fun guy. Always had a blast having him here in the shop. He was good friends with Paul, so he would come and hang out with him because I think they were both from Ohio. They've known each other for years. Paul actually introduced him to us on a more personal level because otherwise he's just the guy at the front of the class. So we really did get to know him. I've talked to him on the phone many times as tech support because there's always that tier 2 tech support, the guy that actually has the answer, and he was always that guy. He will be missed. He has been missed. But yeah, it was a sad news.
Yeah.
It was, you know how it is. We have all had somebody like this, but yeah, it kind of sucks. But yeah, Harry was a great guy, definitely a legend in training in the industry. He will be missed sorely. That's all I got. It's pretty sad. And yeah, so here's the good news. Because all right, hold on, let me do that. Let's talk about SEMA for a minute.
Okay.
Oh, you know what else I wanted to mention before we talk about SEMA? If anybody's going to SEMA, we will be at SEMA this year with our good friends Rockford Fosgate. I can't announce what we'll be talking about yet because honestly, I don't know. This is going to be one of those things where it's going to be like up to the wire because there is so much and we don't know what they're going to release to you guys yet. So we have that to look forward to. Also, on a, what are you trying to share something with me?
Yes. Did that one.
Hold on. Gotta get to it. Open and save as downloads. Also this week. Oh, this is the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on.
Just
I'm going. Oh, wait. Come on. Also this week, if you are planning to go to MasterTech Expo Expo has.
Well, right now, first.
Yeah. So this is the car show we're going to be at.
Yep.
Okay. So if any of you guys are interested, the Birmingham, Alabama World Championships, October 12th and 13th. We will be there on the 12th.
Yeah.
We'll be leaving the morning of the 13th. So that is a Saturday and a Sunday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. I can tell you right now on the 12th, chances are good we will be there from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., whether we want to be or not. So if you guys are in the area, anywhere in the area, please come out. There's an SPL competition, or the SPL guys are there. The sound quality guys are there. It's a huge event. That's why we're going. I'm pretty excited. This is going to be the first big event like this I've been to in a long time.
Big event.
Free to get in.
Free to get in, guys.
If you're close enough, there is a hotel to stay by. Hotel pricing sucks everywhere, so it doesn't matter. It's about $220 a night, but I'm sure you can find something off strip for $100, whatever.
But if you're going, just to stop by, say hi. If you see us, I'm
looking forward. This is going to be fun. This is going to be a big show. We're finally getting to go to one of these, so make sure to. There you go, Weber fan, giving you some pharmacy advice. Also, as I was saying, the MasterTech Expo registration has opened up. I was going to have cool artwork right here to show it, but I got busy and forgot because I'm working on other projects. So I'm pretty excited about that. Pre-registration showed up. We're also, if you don't follow Mobile Solutions or MasterTech Expo on Instagram, I strongly recommend doing it because there's going to be some announcements coming up here probably next week, the week after. Because we have a bunch of events. We have the build off. We have the Clean Wire Challenge.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're doing the light off again this year or not. But
yeah,
we need bodies for those. So if you're thinking about entering, plus there's awards. We have Best Fabricator, Best Wiring, and Best Light that you can enter to win. Mm-hmm. So the rules this year are going to be super simple. So we'll put up links and stuff to that. Basically judged by committees and whatnot, but we need you guys to enter these things. So we'll tell you more about that here in the next. But if you're thinking about going to MasterTech Expo, which consequently is open to anyone that can pay to go. So whether you're a professional, whether you wash dishes or build airplanes or are an astronaut, if you'd like to come, you can. Yeah. There are 2 tiers of purchases. There's the show floor purchase, which just allows you to walk around the show floor and partake in the build off, the Clean Wire Challenge, and all the events that are happening on the show floor. And then there's the classes. The class gets you the show floor. So if you buy into the classes, then you get the show floor included. But there are 2 passes that you can have access to. So if you'd like to get your learn on, obviously buy the premium package in order for that. Right now, there is a discount for pre-registration. So I strongly suggest taking advantage of the discount. It is not going to be until March. You have time. But right now, you can save money. And honestly, don't we all want to save money? Mm-hmm. So let's get pre-registration going. Whatever pass you decide to go, it is in the beautiful Mesa, Arizona. Buy your hotel early.
Yes.
Especially if you want to stay at the event. That place fills up super fast. There are plenty of hotels around there. But the problem is spring training is ending right around the same time. And all those old crazy people that love to go to spring training buy up all the hotels, so they charge too much for them, which really sucks. Yeah, I still don't understand the love of baseball. For you guys that love it out there, don't try to explain it to me. I just can't do it. I can't do it.
It's fun.
Nothing fun about it. I mean, I'm all for popcorn. I used to like hot dogs, not anymore. Too many carcinogens. But
12 endings, bro.
12 innings of pure hate. Yeah, I want my money back. After 9 innings, they start issuing a refund. Yeah, that was my argument.
It was nice.
Oh my God, it was so long. We're talking about his master trip when we went and saw the Mariners play. Oh my God, went 12 innings. Matthew, Palumbo, and myself were just dying.
Sleeping, which reminds me, they were like this.
We're going to have audio control here in the studio. Our good friend Matthew Palumbo will be here, I think, next week. I have to nail that down. I'll let you guys know more. But anyways, hey, it's Friday. The weekend is minutes, hours, tick-tocking towards us, which for those of you guys that don't have to work tomorrow, you're super excited. Just call off at lunch. Say, you know what? I've had enough. I'm out. I feel that way. I really like to do that. I can't. But we're back at it. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Or, of course, you can follow us on Instagram, where we like to tell you what's happening here in the Bay.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on here in the Bay today. So we'll see. It's been a busy week so far. You guys have a great day. You're in the know. You now have the news. We'll see you later next time.
Bye, guys.